So, the first Smackdown in the Thunderdome. What are my opinions? Well, I'm not going to give my full opinions on the Thunderdome just yet. It is the first week, so I'm going to give it a chance. I'm not like all the other fans who shit on something and crap on something right away. Okay? I'm not someone who is going to instantly hate something the moment WWE come up with a new idea. When WWE come up with a new idea, I see how well it goes before I make my true opinion. Now, I don't want to bring this up, but I feel like I have to. I want to mention something real quickly here. What WWE is doing with this Thunderdome, this virtual, digital way to involve fans safely, I have to say it is way better than what AEW is trying to do. AEW is literally giving fans tickets to leave their homes and go to the shows live. Now, I keep hearing Tony Khan is rich. Now, if Tony Khan is so rich, then why can't he create his own Thunderdome? Why can't he create his own virtual experience for the fans at home? Why can't they do exactly what WWE is doing and have a Thunderdome-like feel with Zoom? The way WWE handled it, I believe it is the safest way to handle this situation. Now, this is me giving a fair criticism to AEW. I feel like what they're doing is wrong. What they're doing is unacceptable. You're just going to allow fans in the middle of a COVID to just waltz into your arena, not knowing if they're sick, without their masks on, and you're just going to just let them in? I'm sorry, but I can't accept AEW for doing that. Yes, I don't watch AEW, but I'm giving you guys a fair criticism that I've been seeing online from AEW. And I think it's a fair criticism. What WWE is doing with this Thunderdome, virtual, whatever they call it, I have to say it is the wisest and the best option. AEW should really be doing what WWE is doing. Creating their own Thunderdome and just virtually have fans involved with Zoom. You know, the way when I watched Smackdown today, to me it felt more of a safer way to involve people. To me, it was just the best way to handle things. So I have to say WWE is doing the right thing here, and AEW is doing the wrong thing. So the show began with Vince McMahon, the man that everybody wants to leave the chair, but will cheer the man when he's on TV, and will sing, "No chance! No chance in hell!" And bow! And bow down to Vince! Yes, you do! Seriously, you people hate this man so much. Seriously, the people hate this man so much. They cheer him, they sing his music, and they bow down to their chairman. If you hate this guy so much, boo him. If you hate this man so much, don't sing No Chance in Hell. if you hate this man so much, don't bow down. But anyway, Vince came face to face with The Fiend, and out came Braun Strowman. And then Retribution came and swarmed the ring. It felt like there was like 10 of them. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be in this stable. It looked like there were like 10 of these guys. To me, if it was truly is 10, if it truly is 10, what I would do is I'd have 5 women and 5 men. Make it even. Make it even and do 5 men and 5 women for Retribution. So in that way, I think it'd be easier, and I think it'd be a lot more fairer. So we had Big E. Well, before we had Big E versus Sheamus, we had Retribution surround the ring. The Fiend disappeared, and the entire SmackDown locker room came out to help Braun with Retribution. Dana Brooke and Naomi were there. They were helping. You see, all the people that came out and fought against Retribution, they're the people that care about their brand. They're the people that cared about their brand. They're the people that wanted to fight for their brand. The one thing that we all noticed here was The Miz. He showed up late. The Miz showed up right around the time when Retribution were fleeing. Now, some people have caught attention to this, and some people think that The Miz has something to do with Retribution. Now, I know some people may want John Morrison on his own. Now, when I first heard John Morrison was coming back, I wanted John Morrison on his own too. But I'm actually going to shock you guys, and it's probably going to make you guys upset. I think Miz and Morrison need to stay together. I think Miz and Morrison need to stay together. I don't want Miz involved with Retribution because of this reason. I don't think it's fair to break up another tag team. With what we got earlier with the Lucha House Party, you should not be attempting to break up any more teams. I feel like if anybody has to do with anything with Retribution, I think it should be Roman Reigns. I mean, how cool would it be if Vince McMahon swallows his pride and makes Roman Reigns a heel? I think that'd be really cool. But I doubt it will be Roman, because I don't think we'll be seeing Roman again for probably until when COVID-19 goes away. So that's my opinion on that. So then we had Big E face Sheamus. Big E won this because of a scuffle with Baron Corbin and the barefoot bum Matt Riddle on the outside. Then we had Lucha Bum Party, as I call them, face off against Nakamura and Cesaro for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Cesaro and Nakamura get the win. And then Kalisto, from out of nowhere, Kalisto gets frustrated and he starts pushing and shoving with Lince Dorado. And Gran Metalik is getting in between them to try and break up this argument. And I'm just confused. I'm thinking, are they going to turn Kalisto heel? And I was also thinking to myself, are they going to do the Santos Escobar thing on Kalisto? Now, if you want to know what I mean by the Santos Escobar thing, What I mean is when Santos Escobar, who's the Cruiserweight Champion, when he debuted in NXT, he had a mask on. And then when he turned heel, he took the mask off. Are they going to do that with Kalisto? Are they going to have him pull a Santos Escobar, turn heel, and he's going to take off his mask? I feel like that's what you're going to do if you're going to have some of these luchadors turn heel. They should really take off their mask. Are they going to give Kalisto a name change if he was to turn heel? Seeing Kalisto, upset that his partner's lost really sparked an interest in me, and I thought it was interesting. I thought it was very, very interesting. We saw Nikki Cross talk about Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross has to be involved with this whole Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman situation. She has to be. Surely she has to be. Mandy Rose, she spoke about her match with Sonya Deville. She wants the old Sonya Deville back. Later on, Dana Brooke confronted Sonya Deville. Sonya would just slap Dana in the face, which in my opinion, I thought this was going to lead a match between Sonya and Dana, but Sonya would then come out and would open about her match with Mandy, and the hair versus hair situation seems to be scrapped for a loser leaves WWE, because Sonya Deville made the statement saying that the loser of the match will leave WWE. Now, I think it's very obvious why Sonya Deville made this match. Number one, she's losing, obviously, because you're not going to have her make this match and then Mandy is the one that's leaving. But the second reason why Sonya made this match is, think about what happened in real life. Sonya Deville almost got kidnapped by some guy, and I'm guessing she probably wants time off to rest with this whole situation. So I feel like Sonya is pretty much saying, I'll put Mandy over, but I'm going to deal with this court case with this guy who attempted to kidnap me. So this is basically WWE's way to write Sonya off TV. And then they could bring Sonya back when this is all over, when this whole court case thing's over. Sonya Deville will come back, maybe as a member of Monday Night Raw. Maybe she'll end up on Monday Night Raw. Maybe she'll appear on Raw. And she explains that she didn't say she was full on leaving WWE. She was leaving Smackdown. I think that's a good way to get Sonya Deville off Smackdown onto Monday Night Raw. Have her lose to Mandy, and because she's so sick and tired of seeing Mandy, when she comes back to WWE, she requests a move to Raw. That is my prediction. I think that's where they're going with this. I could be wrong, but I ultimately think this whole thing is leading to Sonya taking time off, and then she will make her return when this whole thing with her and the whole kidnapper comes to an end. We had Sasha and Bayley. They got their own pyro. Great to see pyro back. Great to see lasers. It just felt good. It just felt good to see everything feel back to normal. This is why I enjoyed this show. I felt like this show just felt more alive with pyro and lasers. The fans being there. Digitally, but they were there. It made the shows feel a bit more important. Now, some people were wondering if the fans were not making any noise or if the screens were frozen. I think the fans were making noise. You could hear some noise, but just very quiet. You could see movement. Some of them were clapping. You could see some of them clapping. You could see some of them doing this. I feel like the fans had... I feel like with the fans logging into their accounts, I think they probably had to be given certain guidelines that they have to follow. That's what I feel like. I feel like they had to be given some certain guidelines to follow if they want to be a part of this. But anyway, Sasha and Bayley came to the ring. The greatest women's champions of all time. Corey Graves is in the ring. He tried to stir the pot between them, trying to cause them to break up by saying, are you two going to break up? And they both said no. They both started to argue again over who should face Asuka first. Naomi then comes out. She says that she'll face them both. She says she'll beat them both. And Sasha and Bayley both agree to face Naomi. Sasha goes first, but it's under a beat the clock challenge. Sasha sets the time, and Bayley has to beat it. 3 minutes and 39 seconds is all Sasha and Naomi got. Sasha beat Naomi, tapped her out, and then it was Bayley's turn. Bayley had to go in there and compete. Bayley would immediately attack Naomi right after Sasha won. And the big key part here is that you could see Sasha looking a little concerned, and you could see Sasha like, what the hell are you doing? Like Naomi, like just jumping Naomi straight away. Like Sasha had that look on her face, it's like, what the hell are you doing? Just jumping her straight away. And another thing you got to keep an eye on here is Naomi pinned the Smackdown Women's Champion. So because of this, Bayley now has to face Asuka first, no matter what now. Bayley was still trying to convince Sasha to go first. To face Asuka first, because Bayley is so desperate to keep her title, she really wanted Sasha to go first. And now that Bayley lost to Naomi, this now ultimately means that Bayley is going to retain her title at SummerSlam. There is no way in hell you're going to convince me that you have Naomi pins Bayley. Naomi's pin on Bayley would mean absolutely nothing if Bayley loses to Asuka. What we saw on SmackDown, Sasha winning and Bayley losing, that is WWE telling us we're going to get the exact opposite at SummerSlam. They're basically telling us you're going to be getting the exact opposite at SummerSlam. You're going to be getting Bayley retaining and Sasha losing. And more importantly, the one big important thing here is that because Sasha wanted to fight Asuka second, when Naomi pinned Bayley, Sasha laughed. Sasha was laughing at Bayley for losing the match. Sasha now has nothing to worry about. She's now happy as a daisy that she has to fight Asuka second. And another key point here is that you got to keep an eye on is that when Asuka came out to attack Sasha, Bayley ran away. Bayley ran away. She didn't help Sasha at all. She grabbed her titles and ran away. Yes, Asuka attacked both of them. Bayley was concerned. She fled the scene. She grabbed her title, ran away. She ran away because she didn't want anything to do with Asuka. And Asuka left Sasha laying. Sasha was on the rampway, laid out from Asuka's kick. Bayley just ran right past her and didn't give two shits. She didn't give two shits about Sasha. Just ran past her and ran away. Didn't even care. So my final prediction Now, yes, Sasha could still win because of Asuka's attack. But my final prediction stands. I think Bayley is going to retain, and Sasha is going to lose. That is my final prediction. Yes, I made my predictions for SummerSlam. I did my SummerSlam predictions earlier, as I said in that video. But I said I'd give my final thoughts when Smackdown comes. So my final prediction is Sasha loses and Bayley wins. I feel like there is no reason to have Asuka, a Raw superstar, beat Bayley. I think Bayley, considering Bayley has been losing constantly. Bayley has been losing a lot of matches lately. She lost to Asuka. She tapped out to Shayna, which should not have counted because Sasha was legal. And then now she loses to Naomi. She has been losing quite a lot. So there's no way she's going to head to SummerSlam and lose again. There's no way you're going to have her go to SummerSlam and lose again. Because if you have her lose, because you've been having her lose so much, and then she loses at SummerSlam, like I said, Naomi pinning Bayley would make no sense. And B, you made your champion look like a complete chump at the end of her title run. So Bayley is going to retain. Bayley is going to retain 100%. 100% Bayley retains. And then she moves on to Naomi as her next feud. They lose the tag team titles. You know what? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Naomi is going to make a challenge for the tag team titles. My second option is Naomi is going to make a challenge to the tag team titles. And who do I think she should pick as her partner? Well, you could pick Tamina. I'm going to say Dana Brooke. Your second option can easily be Naomi deciding to challenge for the tag team titles. You could have Naomi challenge for the tag team titles. They say you have no partner, and Naomi selects Dana Brooke as her partner, and you have Naomi and Dana face Sasha and Bayley for the tag team titles at Payback, and you have Naomi and Dana win the tag team titles. That is my second option. I would not mind that at all. And then from there, Sasha would have no titles, and Bayley would have uno strap. She would have one strap, and that will cause the whole Sasha and Bayley rivalry to begin. That's all you got to do. My opinion, that's all you got to do. I think Naomi would make a good candidate for the tag team titles. And giving the tag team titles to someone like Dana Brooke, God, she needs an opportunity. God, Dana Brooke needs an opportunity. Why not just give her that? So those are my final thoughts on the women. Then we get Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. As soon as they showed what happened to Jeff, I immediately knew he was winning. I immediately knew he was winning the Intercontinental Championship. I was like, I am not going to be... I have a feeling Jeff Hardy is winning. Jeff Hardy uses the knee brace. He uses the knee brace on AJ Styles. And AJ Styles gets frustrated after he lost. He's angry that Jeff Hardy used the knee brace to win the Intercontinental Championship from him. Look, I wanted a new star to get an opportunity. I wanted a young, fresh, new superstar getting an opportunity. I wanted AJ Styles to put over someone young. But they have Jeff Hardy do it. Some people have told me that they only did this just so then Jeff Hardy, just so they could complete Jeff Hardy's return. I don't want to... Well, that's your opinion, but I don't want a nostalgia act. Yes, I call Jeff Hardy a nostalgia act as my Intercontinental Champion. I'm sorry. I can't accept a nostalgia act as my champion. Then Braun Strowman, we see Braun Strowman attack Bray Wyatt in the Funhouse. I should say Bald Strowman. And then Bald Strowman chokeslams Bray Wyatt onto the concrete floor. He gets put in the ambulance. The ambulance is driving away. But then the ambulance reverses. And then the Fiend appears out of it. Now, who was driving that ambulance? Some people are saying it was Alexa. I don't think it was Alexa. It could have literally just been anybody. It could have been Alexa, but who knows. But either way, that's how the show ended. The show ended with the Fiend appearing on the screen, sticking his tongue out, and the show goes off the air. So there you go. That is my Smackdown review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your opinions down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so. So make sure you do subscribe for more videos. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more videos. And I will see you all tomorrow for my NXT TakeOver 30 review.